Okay, got the microphone on, turned off the music on the other stream, so that should be going down and quiet. But we're not hearing any volcano noise. I need volcano noise, hang on. Nope. No volcano noise for some reason. Volcano is being quiet today. Okay, well, let's get at it. Welcome everyone, and you're watching another edition of our Volcano Eruption live stream. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I am about 7,000 kilometers away from that Cumbre Vieja volcano on the Palma in the Canary Islands, and of course our fire fountain is continuing to do what it does best. So pretty awesome. And first, I guess I'm going to say good afternoon, good evening to our moderators. Arizona Snowman is here. Piggy is here. Yay, Piggy. Piggy got a whole bunch of good sleep. She really needed that. Let's see, did the other moderators show up yet? Don't see CND Boy or Paulzilla yet. I'm sure they will be along though. And glad that you guys are on board. And just to go through things here real quick, if you happen to see top chat or live chat on top of your chat box, you know you are watching the live stream in action. If you happen to see top chat replay or live chat replay, that means the stream has already been finished and you're watching the recording of it, and you can no longer interact with the people in the chat box at that point in time because they've gone home. You can still, however, make regular comments down below, just like any other video on YouTube. Having that out of the way, I want to start saying hello to a bunch of people in here, and we'll start with Kevin Haynes and Angel Grams, Colin Taylor, Don Arnold, Pepper4050, Sharon Stewart. Let's see. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters is back as well. Welcome all of you. D. Anderson here. Talana St. Germain. Thank you. Made it back. Glad that you're back. Aaron Horton also here. William Bull, as well as Ronnie Rhino. Well, welcome. Linda Schoof. Linda Schoof is the first non-mod to make it into the stream today. So actually I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the cookies thing, and we'll do it this way. So Linda Schoof gets some cookies, but Piggy was actually in here just a split second beforehand, so I am going to give Piggy cookies too. Just because I'm a nice guy. Alright, there. Okay, everybody's got cookies. And I'll keep going up the list here. I got Aaron Horton, Ronnie Rhino, and going up a little bit more. Peter Hoogstein is back as well. Pepe, as well as Sherry Fisher. And let's see, Sandra Rockland. Welcome. Glad to have you good people back. Colin Taylor, Colin Deadman, both in here. Let's not get them confused. One Fish back in the house as well. OUF Lux from Luxembourg checking in. Glad to have you back on board. And going up a little bit more to see who else snuck in here that I might have missed. And Steve Hamilton, welcome back. Going up a little bit more. And boy, a lot of entries really quickly there. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm at the top. Actually, we don't have that many people in here right now, which is not so bad. Tina Sassy is also here. Christopher made it back. Local Girl also just snuck in. Superfly also flew right on in here. DS Cushion. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Welcome. Dorothy, also welcome to you. Neat one. Doc, mute video. What? Mute video. Doc, neat one. Doc, mute video. No, Doc, not mute video. Not in this. Not in this world. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Russ Derham also back in here. And let's see, who else? I got Superfly. There we go. Neat one, Doc. Turn sound off that video feed. What video feed? Are we getting lots of sound? I'm not hearing sound. I gotta hang on. We got no sound on that one. Have I got something else feeding video or audio in here? This one? No. Okay, something is giving audio. What do we got going on in the background that's giving audio? I shouldn't have anything giving me audio here right now. Let's see. Okay, this one is muted. This one is muted as well. Is this one muted? Yes, that one is muted. Okay, so far I'm not finding any audio on any of them, and that one is muted. Why am I still seeing audio? Ha! That makes me wonder what the heck is going on. And this is muted. Okay, I'm baffled now. What are we hearing in the background? Dr. Fox, it stopped. Okay, so one of them, you muted something and we can hear you. Okay, well, I don't know what the heck was going on. Why was there other noises? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, everything else was muted, so, things that make you go, Dream of Ive, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Sleepy Dormouse also made it in, and Olink also here. Glad to have you guys on board. Annie, it sounded like a fan. A fan. Huh. I wonder if it was the one down by the harbor, because they had ships in there, and that might have been on there, because I turned the audio right down for me, so I don't even hear it. Maybe what I should be doing is throwing my headphones on and actually listening to it once in a while. That might help, eh? Not that I want to hear myself talking. It really messes my brain up. Rebecca Patterson also back in the house. Glad to have you here. Okay, it was the video of the volcano you were streaming. Was it? I wonder. Because I would hear that on my local speakers, and I didn't hear anything. Maybe I'm going deaf or something, guys. That could be a possibility, too. I'm going to have to start wearing those headphones a little bit more often. Anyhow, yeah, a whole bunch more people keep sliding in here, so wonderful to see. And yeah, the volcano is doing what it is doing and has been doing for the little while here. And I'm not sure what's going on in the forefront. We see what looks like robotic lights. We've got aliens landed on the rim of the volcano here looking at things. I don't know. What are these things doing? What's going on here? Anybody got any ideas? Little spaceships? Land rovers? What are they? Just curious. William Bull, what are the car lights? Yeah, that's a good question. That's what I'm asking. So, panic, Dr. Fox. Or picnic. Oh, they're having a picnic. They're having a Lavely picnic. Layla, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, Omega Blast just got in. Welcome. They are scientists viewing the lava from Mount... Oh, that's right. That's actually Mount Laguna. La Laguna. Sorry. And so that's what they're doing. Okay, the mystery has been solved. We now know why they're there. But my question is hold it. Mount, okay, they would have still been able to drive up there. I guess. That would have been all right. Anyway, it does look pretty awesome the way this thing is shooting up its fiery cone or flames out of the cone. We do have what looks like a flame mix in there with the lava and everything else, and it is shooting up fairly high velocities. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any lightning as of yet. Yeah, we can still, that's right, neat one. And we can show that on the map in a little bit here too. That, yeah, they can still get at that one from the north. The north face. The steep one. But they can. Sherry Lawson, the mystery abound. Yes, and welcome. Grandma B also made it in. Good to see you. Dodger back in the house as well. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of neat to see. And honestly, I'm very lazy today, guys, so if I don't do a lot of switching around and things, we'll know why. It's like a day off today, so let's get rid of the big banner though on that one. Okay, that's a little bit closer up view in comparison to the other one, and you can see that the rocket thrusters are still firing, not quite as vigorously as they were in past times, but it is still doing a pretty good job at making that material slide out. I see the map where the volcano is, what? I see a map where the volcano is 900 meters high. Olink, and Olink, I don't know if it's 900 meters, it may be 900 feet, 300 plus meters. 900 meters? No, I'm sorry, that's 2,700 feet. It's not that tall, not yet. But maybe we'll have to see if we can get a link or something. Yes, okay. Can you email me a link to that, Anne? That would be interesting, because I would, yeah, I know that this thing is not 900 meters, so it would be very interesting to see what they're showing there. Peter Hoogstein throws in a €1.49 super chat with an ice cream on it. Awesome, and thank you kindly for that support. And of course, that is the only support we do get here is the super chats. The stream is not monetized, so you should not be seeing any commercials. And thank you very much for that €149 there, Peter. Honestly, does help. Everything goes into the kitties. So let's see who else. MT Coal Forge also popped in, as well as Matthew Booth. Hi folks. Well, welcome Matthew. Ashcan and Chuckster both in the house as well. Grandma B says, I deserve to be lazy. Once in a while, Grandma B, I do agree with that, you know. I did go out, did do my bunny duty, cleaned up the bunny area, so bunnies are fed, so the rest of the day is lazy. Very addictive. Yes, John. It is very addictive watching the volcano. It can be hypnotic at times as well. And here's the third view. So we actually have three views tonight as they're showing it. Can you set up a PayPal link or so? I don't want to give Google 30%, thanks. And you know what? I'm contemplating on that, Seawolf Chris. I'm trying to get over my enraged attitude with them because of what they did before. Elevation, Barbara DeSalle says elevation is 1949 meters. 1949 meters? I'm sorry. That's 6,000 feet, you guys. Okay. Somebody boo-booed. No, Cumbre Vieja is not 6,000 feet tall. I'm sorry. It's and it's not 2,700 feet tall. Wow. Okay, maybe from the sea floor. Now, then you can add, yeah, if that's what you want to add, the sea floor, yeah, you can do that a whole bunch. But we're talking about sea level, right? Yeah, 6,349 feet. Yeah, that's got to be from the seafloor up. So you can take off a whole bunch of that and realize where, yeah, Wessex Dragon, I'd get the measuring stick out as well. But yeah, that's got to be a measurement from the sea floor. It can't be from sea level, because that to me is kind of like, whoa, no, it can't be. And we'll have to take a look. Okay, I just got a picture in here. I got to see if I can save this picture, and we'll just call it height, I guess, and see if we can manipulate it and have a look at it here. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. Okay, let's see if I can open it and find height. Where to go? There it is. And see if I can look at it in a bigger format. $686 meters. Oh, okay, that's, whoa, that's there. Hang on, what the heck? I'm drawing colors on here. And they're showing them at 900 meters. They're showing the other one at the previous one at 686 meters. No, okay, there's something wrong with this map. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging and see what the heck is going on, because that, like I said, that's 2,700 feet that they would be putting it at, and I find that a little bit not believable, but maybe that's above sea level. So okay, I will investigate that a little bit more. That's interesting. I guess not the what? Yeah, I can't see that this volcano is that high. So, hey Yvonne, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah, 600 feet might be, Jim. I think that would be really good, but not 600 meters. I think somebody's got something maybe a little out of kilter there. Maybe they got to be using the sea floor or something as a base measurement, not sea level. So I can't see how that's working. And you know, to show that the old one right beside it there was 668 meters. Well, that would have been 1,800 feet. That's there's no way. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Colin Dedman from the ocean floor. Thank you. That makes more sense. Okay, that makes a whole bunch more sense. Although I still think they should be measuring it above sea level to get a proper height and give us a little bit more, you know, a substantial thing to work with, right? Because nobody knows what the actual depth of the ocean floor is there at that point, right offhand. So again, it is something that we have to take a look at and work with. Anyway, yeah, quakes have continued, Matthew. Yes, quakes have continued. And I was looking at the earthquake maps earlier, and we really don't have any major quakes that went on. When we go to the earthquake map, and I'm actually going to redo that map real quick because that's probably already an hour old or something, and we'll get it up to date here for you. And come on, load. There we go. And of course, what I look for first off in the whole area, is there anything strange and wonderful going on elsewhere? Still that 3.3 out in the middle of nowhere. And then we zoom into La Palma, and it kind of shows where majority of the activity is from this particular angle. Anyway, we're looking over in the list here. On the left-hand side, you see 2.2 or 3.2, 3, you know, and you're going down, you're seeing the red ones. Those are all in the threes. The highest we're seeing is the 3.6 that happened in the last 24 hours. This is actually for 3 days that this list is, but going through it really quickly, we don't see any major activity. So again, this is kind of a second day in a row where we're not seeing the larger earthquakes anymore. So question is that a sign, right? And this is where I guess it started here. Yeah, this one right here. So 2.3 to start the last 24 hours, and basically it's not anything way over. So if we pop over to the other earthquake map, which I did have loaded up, and I set as 24 hour, and I've selected everything above 5, so 5 plus. And we don't see anything on there. If we go to 4 plus, we don't see anything greater than magnitude 4. And the threes, of course, we see a few. And again, not quite as many as there could be. And again, it is a varied amount. 13 kilometers down, 3.4, you know, that kind of thing. We look at this one here, 39 kilometers down, 3.2. So we're still getting the two varied areas. Here's another one though that's kind of up a little bit higher, 22 kilometers. So that's kind of in between both the upper and lower areas that we've been looking at. So I'm wondering if something has changed in that area somewhere. It's kind of interesting to see. Another 3.5 at 13 kilometers down, 3.4, 13 kilometers down. So we do have some differences in there. 3.1, 3 kilometers down, or sorry, 12 kilometers down. So a little bit of a variance there. So from what we had, we now have something in that other area as well, kind of in between our two play zones, if you will. So the upper and the lower magma chambers has friends in between halfway now. And that may be what some of that rumbling was about that we've seen previously. So anyway, in general, a lot less activity as far as we're concerned with the earthquakes, but you never know what can happen. So let's throw it back over onto the volcano and continue to watch our wonderful people playing here on the side of the hill with their Land Rovers or whatever they are, moonmobiles or something. That's almost what you'd need out there, eh? Something like a moonmobile. It'd look pretty cool. And Dr. Fox, the preliminary cone on the island, the tallest point on the entire island is 1949. Okay, that meters, and that's from the sea floor. One fish. That makes sense. That's not this volcano. Yeah, I was thinking that's exactly it. But 1949 meters. So that would be way up there. What? Smithsonian Institute National Museum and History of Volcano lists a Cumbre Vieja elevation above sea level at 7,959 feet. The summit at... Wow. Okay, Barbara, I'm not sure where Smithsonian got that. Above sea level. That would be a monstrous mountain. I can't see that. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but no way. There's no way. We look at some of the elevation maps that we do have, the areas that we can look at, and I don't know if they listed on this particular one here. I'm just trying to think of where I have a map here with the elevations listed on it in their stuff. Let's see, is nothing on this one. I'm gonna have to find one though, because we definitely need something, because there's no way that is that tall. It can't be. So somebody, unless they're calling Cumbre Vieja something else, you know, honestly, I really don't know. All right, let me just leave it on there for now, and we'll worry about that. During the break, I'm going to go have a look and see. The ridge is higher than the eruption vent, but it wouldn't seem that tall when you're studying the island's features. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, wow. Kate says, I think I live about 14 meters above, or 14 feet above sea level. Wow. Peter Hoogstein says 2,423 meters Rogue de la Muchachos. Okay, says Wiki. 2,000, so they're saying that's 6,000 feet tall? 2,000 meters. That's 7,000 feet? I don't know if it's that high. But okay. I've never been there, so I can't turn around and say honestly, hey, this is right or this is wrong. So I am going to leave it as an open thing in there. There's, okay, no, there's, there, yeah, that's the main cone. It's the main cone. Yeah, on the island, the big one. Yeah. Okay, the volcano is not that tall, Dr. Fox. No, it's not. I agree, One Fish. And I'm sure you swum around it a few times, you would know. Nice to see y'all. Okay, C&D Bob, welcome. And Paulzilla also made it in here. And so we have all our moderators in, and all cool. Miss Wright also popped in, and Joker Ace. But it would be interesting just to know exactly the coordinates. They think that the highest spot on Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Let me see if I'm gonna bring up this. I did save that picture. I'm gonna see if I can bring that up. Give me a second or two here. Split the screen, and we'll do our thing here just to load that one up and have a peek. Maybe I can see on a bigger screen. Okay, height. It said height. All right. Okay, so this was the height map. Now I can't tell on here because it's too small on my display screen. I know there are heights listed, but I just really don't understand what they're saying about, you know, the floor height. If that's that's got to be off the seabed. It can't be off of sea level, because there's no way. That would be a very steep mountain. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that one up there, guys. So if it shows on there, I can't tell from my vantage point here, but I do know that there are heights listed on there. Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. Diane Craig, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Elizabeth Patience, also here. Welcome. And listening quietly, that's always welcome. Miss Lobo Bob and Rebecca Patterson, I think I got you earlier there, Rebecca. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? I think I got most of you guys and gals. So, okay, let's put it back onto the volcano here, because that's what we're kind of looking at. Oop. Clicked the wrong button there for a second, and we're good. And there we go. Back to the volcano. Jane, yes, they are. Okay. Yeah, it's a good group of people that we do have on board, and it's always nice, you know, and the input is definitely welcome from everyone in here, and I don't mind getting the emails and stuff like that. I do have to sort through some of it. Sometimes I get a little bit too much. It gets a little overwhelming, but that's par for the course of what we're doing here. Let's see. Mark Wiki says 1949 meters above sea level. Yeah, that's coming up on 6,000 feet. And yeah, I didn't think that was that tall, but again, it's one of those things that's written by humans, so sometimes you have to wonder. That's for all of La Palma. Okay. All right, one fish, no worries. I'm gonna have to take a look and see if I can find my flight maps and see if I can see what they're actually listing them at, because I trust those a little bit more than I do some of the other material, including Wikipedia, since that is done by humans, and they've been prone to make mistakes before. So just like me, and I do make mistakes as well, you guys, and I honestly do. The tallest point on the entire island. Yep. Cool. All right. Don Bain, excuse the simple question, but new to lava watching, but is it unusual for the fire fountain to go non-stop for so long? And I'm going to say yes, it is kind of unusual. This thing, it depends on what's feeding it, but typically you'd see it take a break once in a while as things change. But depending on the size of your magma chamber that's feeding this, it could have, you know, multiple paths into that one chamber that's feeding this primary feed come up here, and it would continue for a long time. So it's got to be a sizable chamber, and it's in all likelihood being refilled as it's pouring out. But everything will come to an end eventually, right? So we don't know exactly how huge the lava reserves are, or the magma reserves, I should say, down in underneath this thing. But we know it's coming from way deep down, 40 kilometer mark down on the bottom end. We now also suspect that it's got developing some chambers somewhere around the 20 to 25 kilometer depth, as well as we have the upper area where it's somewhere between about 14 and 10 kilometers in depth for the other ones. So okay, which one again? Oh, somebody's talking there. Grimsvatn. Grimsvatn is one that they were thinking that may go. The other one that they thought might go is Hekla. So either one of those, Ace Joker. Natalie, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Jane Binch also popped in, and let's see, who else? Did I miss anyone? Oh, Ann Olink just sent me another email here. Let me have a look. Okay, I found it here. All right, let me see if I can get that to open up for me here somewhere, and I will look at that link. Open link. There we go. Okay, that's taking its sweet time to load. And it's only showing X and Y axis. Okay, we'll have to wait for that one to load. Apparently it doesn't love me, and it's taking too long. So okay, we'll worry about that one in a few minutes, but I did receive it, and I will have a look at it. We are getting pretty close to break time, so I'm just going to throw out there, if you are enjoying what you're seeing here, by all means do hit that like button. I see we are very low on likes there at only 91. We've got 187 people in here, so hopefully a few more of you will like it and get the algorithms working for YouTube on here and help me out. A couple more people popped in. Daryl Green, Joe Sunflower, let's see, Ron of Virginia, and welcome to you guys. Glad to have you on board. And watching our fire fountain. So we basically have the three views going on right now. This is one that's a little closer up. That's La Palma TV, I believe. And then of course the middle one we were just watching, and this is one of the other feeds here. So enjoying all three. I think this one is the best right now. Of course this is coming from back in the harbor there. I can get rid of that big banner, so let's look at it that way. It looks a little neater. We do still see some people on Mount La Laguna in the foreground, and they were probably taking pictures or having a picnic or something. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. Anyway, so I see, yeah, we got it over the 100 mark as far as the likes. That's awesome, you guys. For those who are new and have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so if you feel we've earned it. And you can always just hit that a big button or bop the fox on the screen and do it that way, and then hit that bell notification so you get notified when the stream is on, and that always helps you out. If you want to know when the streams are on, you take a look down in the description, and it tells you clearly the differences between weekend times and weekday times. Also, there are a bunch of shortcuts down there for words that will bring up links in the chat, and those can be used both here in the Volcano stream and on my home stream, which is running 24/7. So if you ever need to bring up a 3D map of La Palma as an example, you type in La Palma 3D, it brings you to that map page, and that has 12 different maps on there. You guys can have a look at those. Or if you want the view of the earthquakes underneath La Palma as an example, type in under La Palma, all one word, and that'll give you those. So on that friendly note, though, I am going to go take a 5-minute break. I see Tom Caruso just made it in as well, and old mummy of hamsters went ding. Ding? Is that my... Oh, that's got to be the... telling me it's time. It's time! And Daryl Green, let's see. That's good. Under La Palma. There you go, Joe Sunflower. You got it? And all cool. I'm going to go take that break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more stuff. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. Glad to have everyone on board, and hopefully we can shed some light on the height issue here. And I'm a little blown away by the heights, but okay. I'm okay with it though. That's all fine and dandy. So, thanks One Fish for sending in that map. I am going to show a map here that does have elevations listed on it. And if we zoom out just real quick, you can see there's La Palma, and we're zooming into the top of where the observatory is on Rogue de los Muchachos, and here you can see the elevation of 2,426 meters, and I didn't think it was quite that tall, but it definitely shows it there. And when we zoom out a little bit, go back over to the area where things are affected for us, and that is in here where they're showing the volcano, and they're saying they're 900 meters above sea level, and I'm not sure which vent or what they're actually referring to there, but that's what they're showing, 900 meters. I find that a little bit weird. I know the other stuff behind it saying 1,275 meters would make sense if that is the case. So I didn't realize it was that much of an incline, and it does shed a little bit of light on there. And I certainly didn't think Mount Todoki was 350 meters tall. That's 1,000 feet above sea level. And 342 for Mount La Laguna. So not what I was thinking, but there we go. That's what's on the maps. So the map makers can't be wrong, can they? And we got it off the internet, and the internet is never wrong. So anyway, thanks for that, One Fish, and then that does kind of take some of it out of there. And let's go back to the volcano, and yeah, it is pretty cool. So Sophie made it in as well. Metal Rules, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Sarah Miles also snuck in the door, having a peek. You're more than welcome to stick around, Sarah. Let's see, who else did I miss during my break and stuff? Sandy Bird, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Mark Zeta, welcome. Glad to have you here. And did I say D guess earlier? If not, welcome. Dominic also made it in. Andrea Weiss, good to see you again. And let's see, Dominic, going up a little bit more here to see if I missed any others. I think I got most of you fine people. If I didn't miss your name, don't panic. Don't worry, we still welcome you even though we didn't say hi to you. So, and Sarah is waving. Hi, everyone. Okay, so glad to have you guys on board. And glad to be able to bring that map up. Kreso from Croatia, welcome. Glad to have you on board. LB Sure, hi from Northeast Michigan, welcome. And glad you're here as well. Okay, so we looked at that road map there briefly with the elevations. That kind of is interesting, and we like it. I have a PS4 and a PS5 and a Switch. Oh, I used to, my dad used to get a Switch. He used to go out there with his knife and get a willow tree there, cut a limb off, and he'd make a switch. But that's not the same kind of switch, is it? Carla, welcome. Please, let's leave it in English. And if you can, we prefer to do English only in this particular chat. So if you can use Google Translate, would be appreciated. That way everyone can understand the language. All right. Getting onto home. Yvonne is home. Glad that you're home, Yvonne. Glad you made it. Janina also made it in here, as well as George, and from Portugal. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. I forgot to bring milk and honey. Well, we got cookies today. Lucas didn't show up, so other people got cookies. Anyway, looking at our volcano at Cumbre Vieja, it is still burning like crazy, and it's really not showing too many signs of slowing down. So my mom made me get a switch for her. But I'm talking about the game system. Oh, mummy of hamsters. Okay. I guess that's all right. Yeah, I got a few switches. So all good. All good. Terry Curry also popped in. Glad to have you on board. Anyhow, let's pop over to some of our other maps here that we do have loaded up. And maybe I can find that one. There we go. And this, of course, is our lava flow over the period of the eruption. You can see how it forever increases in volume and buries more and more of that area. Luckily, it is not spreading out as furiously as it had been before near the start, and that is where we're at right now, what we're looking at. So we've got the two peninsulas being built there, if you will, and we do see some more lava maybe heading down that way, right? So we do still have quite a bit of lava that's sitting up in the upper fields that hasn't flown down, so we could see some of that stuff happening. Let's see, here's another angle of that, of course, and using slightly different color shading and stuff to give you a little bit more of an idea. And when we zoom in, of course, the latest area that was flooding into the ocean, of course, was right here. And that has built up a nice little peninsula moving out. This thing here, this greenish area, of course, being earlier flows, and then some additional flows on the side here that were recent. And we know, as by the red on the edges here, that's telling us we do have flow still coming into lava tubes in here and then flowing out on the edges. So that whole area is still building up. Our little bay here that filled up not too long ago, definitely filled, from the looks of things. And here again we see a little bit more of the land being overrun with lava, unfortunately. Yet we have islands in the middle there that are untouched. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. This, of course, is Mount Todoki, and the other one here, Mount La Laguna. And when you're looking at them, off the map here, you wouldn't think that these things are 1,000 feet tall above sea level. So you've got maybe 100 meters here, and then maybe a couple or 200 meters here, just about 300 meters. That's a little deceiving in that sense, but it is what it is. Although it looks pretty cool. So going up to where the cones are, you can kind of see they're not showing any new outward movements of the lava. All that lava is continuing to flow in the original paths. so nothing more to worry about there. And of course, this is the grayscale lava itself that they're showing as to how it was flowing, and you can see that a little bit better. There you go. And they actually did the aerial shots showing how that lava is sitting in there. Looks pretty cool, pretty awesome. Again, you guys want to go peruse these maps, you can go on to or use that link, that La Palma 3D. There are 12 different maps there that are there for your usage, and they're pretty good maps. Most of them are pretty much up to date, and they do their thing. Let's see if we carry on though with we did the earthquakes earlier, so we know what's already going on with them, so we won't recap on those. Let's zip over to Iceland, and we'll do Iceland right away here. And I want to see if I can back that up a bunch to see if we had nicer weather at any point in time and can actually view the crater. But you know what? I think it was bad weather in Iceland today. And yeah, look at that fog. Fog. It's not Vog anymore, it's fog. And yeah, somewhere in between there, it kind of sort of peaked out, but it is not very good weather during the daytime anyway. That was 16:44. That was 4:45 in the evening. But on when we hit it to live, of course, that's 21:50 the time on here, and you can see the lights in the background there. Of course, on the left-hand side is down by the airport, and the right-hand area of lights, of course, are those of the towns that are over there, and it's all cool. Anyway, kind of gives you what's going on there. Let's go over to the rumble chart, and we are looking at that one, and I don't know if I want to, yeah, I'll refresh it. I haven't done that yet recently. It is still on a downward slope here, unfortunately, so we're not seeing anything happening, but it's interesting that we are still getting, you know, some cycles where it's going up and down. And for a dead volcano, you'd think that sucker would be more flatlined, right? So there's still stuff going on there, and we want to continue worrying about that. Yeah, Grimm's button is the one that they are thinking is going to go off next. And yeah, let's go over to the earthquake map, and I may have to refresh that one as well if there's anything just recently. But if we zoom out all the way here, we get all of Iceland in there, kind of just show you what we've got so far. I actually want to move that down a bit. There we go. Okay, so up in the north, you do see a few little red spots indicating that we had more stuff today. 1.2, 15 kilometers down at 9 a.m. kind of thing. These other ones were from yesterday, so we're not going to worry about them. I think up in the north it's not so bad, and when we go into this area, of course, this is Ascha, and that's one that we were suspecting may go. They've got a couple new fresh ones here. 1.1, 2:45 a.m., 5 kilometers down. And then a little helper along the side there, 0.7, 4 kilometers down at 2:45 a.m. as well. The rest of the area seems to be quiet, other than this little speck in between here. That might have been, yeah, a 0.2 from 8:45 a.m., 5 kilometers down. So that's what's happening in Ascha. when we look at the rest of our little swarms over here, we notice this is not done anything since a couple days now. Okay, so we'll leave that one alone. We'll go over here and what's this doing? Today 1.53 kilometers down. That's interesting at 1 a.m. And not sure if these little guys, yeah, they're from today too. 7 kilometers down, 0.4 at 1:06 a.m. This one is at 17:57 from the day before, 16 kilometers down, 0.7. So not much. This one was from yesterday as well, 1.9. That we seen that was the 1 kilometer down. So and here again is let's see, yesterday's stuff. Won't get into that. This is Hecla in this area here, and of course we continue to see a bunch of better sized quakes there from yesterday. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything from today in here. Yeah, this one, 2.15 kilometers down. So we are still seeing some activity here, which is a sign of, hey, there could be something happening. And yeah, 1.16 clicks down. That might be yesterday. Yeah, it is. So we do have and a few little ones in there as well. So again, I want to double check, and from my understanding that Grimsvatn is right in here somewhere. If I'm wrong, please somebody tell me. I got to go take a look at that. I thought it was somewhere around this area in the ice fields. So would be interesting to know. I'm going to have to double check on that because I'm not 100% sure. 5-minute warning. Okay, thank you. I do appreciate that. And let's zoom in real quick to our Reykjanes Peninsula. Of course, here is the city of Grindavik, and that's Keflavik, the airport, and these are the other towns there that we were looking at the lights. So that's where those are. If we zoom in down here a little bit, you can see Grindavik itself, and this is the Blue Lagoon with the power plant and everything else. Power plant right there. Blue Lagoon parking lot, and the wonderful bathing things, whatever you want to call it. It takes a desired smell, has a desired smell, or no, not desired. Anyway, our swarm over here basically subsided, and we don't see too much more happening there. I think these were a couple from yesterday and nothing from today, but that whole thing has gotten quiet. We do see a little guy out here in the water, 1.8. That was still from yesterday, 6 kilometers down. So nothing new out in the ocean, and we don't see anything, so it's subsided there. Anyway, we get back into our area, and we noticed on our charts, of course, we had a bunch of different little spikes in there, and just wanted to mention that's probably those earthquakes that cause those spikes. So our volcano that Ragnar is sitting right about here, this valley here, Geldingadarler. This valley is Meridaljer, and this is what they call Southern Meridaljer, and not Hagi, and then on this side is not Creaky. So the lava has flown down into this valley, we know that, and everything has flown into back here as well. So a lot of lava that we had there, but anyway, wanted to just check these real quick. 1.32 kilometers down, and it's always interesting when they're fairly shallow like that. Doesn't have a depth on that one. That was yesterday's anyway. What's this little guy here? Is that yesterday's? No, 9:45 a.m. 1 kilometer down, 0.6. Okay, so is it a possibility that we got something happening right there? And 2 kilometers down, a 0.1. You know, something definitely moving under the rocks. So, is it a lava worm? We don't know. But anyway, it shows you some more of those small ones. 0.2 again there. So. We also noticed over here that we had a little bit of a swarm or grouping, and right beside the lake, 6 kilometers down, 1.6, and then a bunch smaller than 1, and again 5 kilometers down. I'm just curious at the depths here, 7 kilometers a little further down. What is this guy here? 7 kilometers, 0.9 at 2:11 a.m. This one, 1:47 a.m., 0.87 kilometers down. So, gives you kind of the idea what's going on there. And here's one. I don't know if this is recent. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere and for no reason, a 1, and it's at 3 a.m. So. Kind of gives you what's going on there in Iceland, and I'm going to double check to make sure I've got my location of Grimsvatn right in here. I want to double check and make sure I'm not off, but we'll take a look and do that during the break. In the meantime, I am going to pop you back over here to the volcano. It is break time, so I am going to do that. For those who have joined us, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider it if you are enjoying the stream. And of course, for those who are new and have not yet subscribed, nail that subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well so you get notified. If you need to know when the streams are on, take a look down in the description, and that'll keep everyone happy. On that friendly note, play nice in the lava. I am going to go on a 5-minute break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back. Don't go away. is back on. I don't want to scare anybody. It does look like a big lighter. Somebody has flicked this giant Bic. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on here. And Wormhand goes boo. Yikes. All right, Pay It also back in the channel. Roy N, welcome. Glad to have you on board. So yeah, it is basically starting our second hour. Shane Leslie also back in here. Israel also here. Let's see. DJ Puff the Third made it in. Zoe, I was reading what you were saying about YouTube is messing up, and I have no idea why it would be on for 45 minutes and then still be showing you the start screen. That doesn't make any sense at all. But hopefully we can figure things out. Esther Flores also back in the chat. Welcome. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? If I did miss you, don't panic, don't worry. We still love you no matter what. Adele also got back in here. Welcome. Karen Blackwood, welcome back. Let's see. I think, oh, Johnny Linder, Jensen Brun. I'm not sure if I pronounced that last name right. Hope I got it. Anyway, welcome. Bo Caddy also in here. And I got Tom Caruso earlier. So I think we're good. And like I say, if I did not mention your name, don't be offended. I do like to try to say hi to as many of you as possible. Like Kimmy Lambert, who just snuck in the door and said, me. Welcome back, Kim. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, we all know what time of the day it is. Second hour always starts out with our wonderful bacon seeds. So, without further ado, I bringeth you bacon seeds. And here's a nice little feller. He's looking for something to munch on. And yes, you can go, aww. I like the little bacon seeds. He's a nice little fella. So, yeah, we got him. And let's see. Yeah, Dream of a Hive going, aw. And I got another one here. Another bacon seed. Oh, there. This one is a little bit more vocal. He's singing. And I'm not sure what he's singing. Something about maybe singing Christmas carols. I have no idea, but looks pretty awesome. And I'm glad we could share him. Good evening to Eva. I didn't see you in there. Eva Rass, welcome back. And let's see. Okay, yeah, everybody's going, aw. I love it. Okay, so let's pop it back over to our volcano, and we will continue to watch the little moonmobile there sitting on the side of Mount La Laguna, and it looks like, seriously, it looks like it's got a couple of eyes and a mouth. Kind of reminds me of what's that movie where they got the little friendly robots that fly around, the UFOs, the robot-like things. Anyway, kind of reminds me of one. Batteries Not Included. That's what I'm looking for. The movie called Batteries Not Included. So that's kind of what that little guy looks like down there. So I'm waiting for him to fly away. I'm in Greece, so volcanoes not affecting me. Yep, long ways away. Looked like a carved pumpkin. Maybe it could be. Somebody left their pumpkin sitting there. Wow, that'd be a big pumpkin, Dream of a Hive. a very large pumpkin. Anyway, looks pretty awesome to see that. And when we go over looking at some of the other views, we can definitely tell that they are doing what they're doing. And let's see if I can find the right one here, and we may be able to, yeah, I think that's actually on the other one. If we go to, is this, things that make you go, okay, that's that one, that's this one. And how far back will that one go? That only goes 2 hours back, so, yeah, we'll have to back that up. So we want to see what happened during the day here, so of course we'll have to back up a little bit more and see what we can find. It was dark and cloudy and doing things earlier. Hang on, that's too far ago. We should have had some daylight in here on this thing. Okay, maybe not. No, it's not going to give me the earlier stuff. This might have been, I may have deleted the wrong one earlier, but nevertheless, it's still, that's basically what it's been doing all the way along here. And that's a little while ago. They must have removed the other ones. Hang on, or did it? Yeah, 15. No. Something went awry. It's not showing the right thing. Makes me wonder what happened here. That should have been the daytime one. Okay, well, we'll go back to that stream. They only have a couple of hours there, so it is what it is. This was the close-up. Yeah. So they do have a couple feeds going, but it is only the close-ups. We don't get any daytime footage today, unfortunately, on that one. We may on La Palma TV. Let me see if I can get it over to that one, and that's actually this stream, but on the other feed. So here's what we had going on about 8 hours ago. 14:13 La Palma time. You can, oh, hang on, why is that not showing on there? There we go. I think, oh, I got to get on the right one. There we go. All right, that's La Palma time, and that's what we were showing at 14:14 La Palma time. Was the visual, and if we back that up a little bit more, we can see other times where it was a little heavier as far as the vent blowing out the back there, but that's about 9 hours ago, 9.5 hours ago. A lot of steam coming off of there at that point in time. I'm wondering if it was actually raining maybe then. We'll take a look at the weather maps in a bit. And again, backing up, this is 11 hours ago. So it's basically continuing to do what it's doing, and that is throw out more and more and more of that material and make that mountain even bigger. So yeah, pretty awesome to see that. And let's see if we go about here. Yeah, that's what is that? 11 hours and 45 minutes ago. So that's what the view was like. We'll slide it back ahead. So this is 6 hours ago, and I'm just trying to get it into dusk time here. That's at 18:10 is what that was looking like. Because 18:10, your light is a little bit less already. So we are seeing a little bit more of that flame come out of there, but it definitely does look like it's pushing more than what it did earlier. So kind of neat to see. And if we progress a little bit more, 18:25, definitely more gas in the eruption than we had before. And as we progress, it does get into the fiery scene, and this is where it starts to look awesome, and you can really kind of get the heebie-jeebies about. It's like, ooh, scary. With the smoke and the clouds, you can't see anything behind it. Of course, that is clouds coming over the ridge and just kind of sitting there on the backside as they move along. So that's what we're seeing, and if we put that one back to a little bit further here, or a little bit forward, 1900 is what it was like then, and what do we got here? 1940 roughly. We'll move ahead a little bit more. 2052 is that time, and then just about up to date here. So that's 2130, and then we'll go back to live on that one just so we have it. So and that is live. So 2213 is the time that they're indicating on their camera or on the display, even though that is about 4 minutes behind time here. So still a pretty awesome view, and we do like it. Here's the other one from out at the harbor, so they're the long shot, and that definitely does show all of the cone, and that's their close-up from there. So we'll leave it right there for right now, and I wanted to pop out to Hawaii, but I want to make sure I have my picture in the right place, and let's see, we're probably on, we did it again, we're on the wrong one. No, whoops, need to be on the right shot here. Why is that not right? Something went awry. Let's move that. There we go. Anyway, okay, something changed on me. Anyway, this picture was from what was it, just about 9 a.m. I think, Hawaii time, or is it 10 a.m.? I think 10 a.m., something like that. Anyway, that's Kilauea doing its thing, and it's doing pretty good. Quiet, nothing bubbling out of there that we see right now. Going over to the map, we'll get that in a slightly different format. There we go. Zoom out first, kind of show you that that's all of Hawaii, the Hawaiian Islands, and Oahu over there, that's the one I've been to. Maui Me lives there, and of course this is the big island of Hawaii, and that's where a lot of the activity is. You can continue to see the wonderful stuff that's happening right in that swarm. Here's a 2.51 magnitude. Again, 36 kilometers down, 22.9 miles. This is kind of the average for that area. A lot of different earthquakes, and they continue to happen. So that swarm is telling us there is movement underneath, and things are happening. Anyway, zooming in, we've seen Kilauea, and that's the cone, or the bowl, or whatever you want to call it, the crater actually, what we've just seen. And if you want, you have all kinds of information here: cameras, tilt meters, gas meters, that kind of thing. You can see on those maps. And again, that's Hawaii map is the shortcut for that, and that will allow you to go to their site and peruse it, and you can play with all the things that they have there. Have a look at trying to get some additional information if you need it. Okay, so let's go back over to La Palma, and Cumbre Vieja continues to be that fire fountain, and it is doing a wonderful job. So Kevin Haynes just brought up the Hawaiian map link, so you guys can all do that. That's all cool. And I need to take a drink of Pepsi. Just give me a second here. Okay, got my Pepsi. That's all good. Yeah, I was looking at the observatory picture, and I don't think they turned it off. It's just all black. They're having trouble with that camera. And it was in the clouds all day long there, Al, unfortunately. But it does show the occasional bit through there. You can see some stars on occasion, and you can see some bright spots open up as the clouds are moving through. So definitely been watching that. And speaking of things of volcanic, we have movement on the hill. The critters are moving. The critters are moving. I seen it. Watch out. They're crawling along the mountain. Yeah, you can see them. They're crawling away now. Yeah, something going on there. Okay, so we have movement. There are Siggy's workers. That's right. They came out for a nice view from the hill, and taking a break. So they're traveling up the mountain. Yeah, well, I don't know. I hope they're okay up there, as long as they can get back off and they're not trapped. So pretty cool. All right, we'll leave them be. I wanted to look at the weather map, so let's have a quick peek at that and just get an idea of what's going on in the area. 1400, we want to move it to 1500, and there, that gets a little bit more accurate, a little bit closer to what the actual time is. Of course, you can see here is our Canary Islands, and if we zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see the rest of the world, the way that flow is coming in there. Again, Canary Islands here, Spain here, Portugal, Morocco, and so on and so forth. And you can see how this is churning, and some of that material, some of that ash that might be coming off of La Palma may end up coming back out and heading over the ocean. We don't know if it is or not, but it does look like it's possible that it could get across here somewhere. So they may see something over in the Caribbean, but who knows? Depending on how the winds twist things around, it may get caught up in this little eddy here and never make it over there. So if we zoom back in, though, gives you a pretty good idea. Those are the wind speeds going across it, and the wind direction, of course. And that's why we can see a little bit better today. A lot of that material is heading more south. So we go over to the temperature map, kind of gives you an idea what we got. 17, 16, and 13 inside the caldera of the old one there, and then a little higher temperatures around the outside. Warmer temperatures in the water, of course. And if we go to precipitation on this map, we see that there's very little happening. We have a tiny bit on the northeastern corner of La Palma, although this material may work its way across it. If we jump ahead by 3 hours, we don't see any of that, though, so maybe it just didn't want to do that. if we do it to, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna see any rain at all or not. So kind of gives you the idea of what's going on anyway. That way, quick look at the clouds, and you do see a bunch of clouds there. So it is definitely got some cloud coming, and that will continue to throw in different weather for them. So 5-minute warning. Oh, I better get back to where we were, or just about where we were. Looking at the rest of the world real quick, most inhabited places are doing okay, I guess, but we do have storms all around. We see some faster stuff moving on the western coast of North America. Of course, the area of main concern for me is here. Right now we're seeing the winds coming back from the south. Yesterday they were coming down from the north. So today is a little warmer. We're going to get back into the cold soon for myself. If we go scooting and looking at Iceland real quick, northern end getting some snow thrown at it from the north side, and southern end getting, I don't know if they looks like those temperatures are being pushed down from that cold from the north. And back over into Europe, looks like London's got a windy time there, and possibly cloudy. And again, Germany's got a few clear spots, but not many. Yvonne's probably got lots and lots of clouds right now, somewhere, wherever she is, somewhere right in there. So, okay, let's get back to our volcano here, and I am going to go take that break. Again, if you wanted to bring up that weather map, Paul Zilla did bring up the link up there, the Ventuski or Ventusky, and you can always have a look at it. Yup, and rain. Yvonne says rain as well. So, yeah, that would definitely make sense with the clouds there. And all cool. Good morning from Melbourne, Leo Carlson. Good morning. Glad to have you on board. And I am about to take a break here, so seems like a good day. Yes, Roy, it can be a good day. Ellis White, Cumbre Vieja, elevation 6,394 feet. Okay. Yeah, we looked at that map. But they're saying 900 meters on that map, so I can't see how that can be 6,400 feet, but oh man, actually that's the highest point on the island. If we go back to that one, Ellis, I do have that map still loaded up here. Oh, hang on, he's telling you something. Okay. Where'd that map go? Never mind. I'll do that after the break. We'll get back into it. I'm gonna go take that break though, ladies and gentlemen. So for now, play nice in the lava. Try not to catch too much of that tephra coming down. Some of those chunks are pretty big, and they will burn through your bucket. Especially if it's if you're using the plastic bucket, not advised. And make sure you've got Kevlar or asbestos gloves, all that nice stuff. Okay, so for those who are enjoying the show have not yet hit the like button, please do consider hitting that like button. Also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed and you want to see more of these streams, by all means do hit the subscribe button, as well as the whatchamacallit, the bell notification, so you don't miss any streams. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am going to go take a break, and then we'll come back and do our last half hour of a stream, and I think we're going to look at some thermal cam shot here or something, or try to anyway. We'll see how that works. Okay, I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling. Maybe. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, and I figured we'd get back into it. I see a few more people popped in. Henrietta, welcome and good evening to you. Big Dog also came in, as well as, who did I miss? Bladen, the dragon, is back. Welcome, glad to have you on board. And did I miss? Yeah, I missed somebody else here. Dave Kruk saying if we could only capture the energy. How's that volcano? Wow. Yeah, you know, it would be nice if we could bottle that and sell it or whatever. But one of the things that I think we're better off to do is capture the sun's energy rather than worrying about the volcanoes. I think it would be very productive if you use the sun's energy rather than the volcanic energy. Although geothermal, in my opinion, is a wonderful way to go. Just have to drill some holes into the ground and make that happen. Rather than trying to hurt yourself by trying to get some energy out of that hot lava. So there are things, and you know, we do understand that is a lot of energy that's being blown out of there. So definitely makes a big difference. Well, the houses go, yeah. That's the other thing. I find it very suspicious. We've seen the Land Rovers up there on top of the Mount La Laguna, and then all of a sudden we see fires just over on the east side of Mount La Laguna. Suspicious. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. They wouldn't have been able to get over there. It's hot lava flows. So obviously the lava has been pushing into those remnants and pockets of areas left over and burning them out. So if we look at this map, we need to be on the right screen to be able to do that. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And we will turn that map and zoom in a little bit. So the areas that were left over, of course, is this area right here, and that's what appears to be burning now. I'm not sure if it's actually that area or perhaps this area. It looks more like this area because they're scooting along with the camera view. So right in there, and if we look at those, that's kind of what we're looking at. So possibly some of that material burning up in here. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? So okay, let's throw them back on that view though, and that way you can see. And yeah, some big tree fires, etc. All kinds of things in there that are on fire right now. Hopefully it's not going to be anything too bad. And you know, we know that there's no more people in there because they've been evacuated for quite some time. It's just unfortunate that these homes are being lost as well, you know, as well as the material, you know, their farms, their livelihoods, their, what do you call them, plantations, right? So, as far as I know, Dream of a Hive, that TARDIS is still intact. It has not yet been wiped out. And I wish we had recent footage of it, but on the 3D map, if we go back to that and wrong screen, clear that. If we go back to that and take a look to see if that TARDIS is still there. Hang on, that would have been over here somewhere. Yeah, I think it is. It's right there. There's our TARDIS. According to that picture, they don't show it as well on here because of the way the 3D map is, but it's up on a little bit of a hill there, right? So that's where it's actually sitting, and you can still see the power lines. 2 of the 3 are still attached. 1 is now laying down. It must have broke or burned through. You can see it laying out there, but the other 2 are still intact, going to that next post, and that is right here. So definitely the TARDIS is still intact, and that's kind of where it's at there. So okay, that kind of leaves us looking at it. And yeah, you know, I really didn't think this thing was as tall as it is over here, and that is pretty awesome to see that it is that tall. So leaving it there for a minute, I'm going to see if I can load up that other map again, and we will just look at the heights, just so we get according to what the scientists say. Anyway, should be this guy here, yeah, and get rid of the other background stuff. So again, for heights, everybody was arguing about it, so this is what they're showing. And of course, when you're looking in the background, if I get onto the appropriate map there, when you're looking in the background, you've got 1,800 meters on that ridge in the background, and they're showing our La Palma Cumbre Vieja at 900 meters is what it depicts on this particular map. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. They're showing Mount Todoki and Mount La Laguna. Mount Todoki here, La Laguna right there, and 342 meters, 350 meters, so almost the same height. But that's kind of gives you the idea of what's going on there height-wise. So when people are saying that the other ones are taller, I don't know what's going on here. 2,426 at the camera up there, or highest point on Rogue de los Muchachos. So that's what we're looking at height-wise, and it's a good little map to have up. And that is actually just an open street map. If we copy it, I'm going to copy that link and just drop that into the chat for you, just so you guys can look at that same map, and you will be able to look at it. There you go, in the stream now. That way it'll take out some of the guesswork, if you will, as to the heights. Okay, let's get it back over to the volcano. I want to actually split the screen again, though, because I did want to look at those thermal pictures I still haven't got to yet. And I did have them loaded up here somewhere. And I think, whoop, yeah, this will work. So again, the fire that we're seeing, that is in between Mount La Laguna and Mount Todoki, and that's an area that had not yet been touched by lava, which unfortunately is now being inundated by it. And of course, as that lava pushes through, it's going to destroy those areas. Anyway, let's pop over here and have a look at these images. They this is a lava flow coming from the cone and heading down towards that area. And of course, there's the bottom right hand side of that screen, gives you a thermal shot showing you how hot it is in that area there. And if we go to the next one, this is another one on a slightly different angle, again showing you both the thermal and the regular view to see how things are flowing. And that's a pretty awesome shot that way. And then if we turn on the whoop, that's not what I wanted to click. I clicked the wrong button. Darn it. Let's get back there. Okay, so the last one we wanted to turn on was this guy, and they did show that in a thermal as well. And thank you, Al Sanchez, for sending those in to me. And pretty awesome, and looks pretty good. So going back to our 4-camera display here, and I'll leave it on there for a minute and turn the microphone off. I have to clear my throat here, but I will be back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, got the microphone back on there. And yeah, great stuff. No sound, Sarah Miles. That's because I was clearing my throat. You didn't need to hear that. And a couple more people popped in. Terry Curry, welcome. And don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Check back to see where Dr. Fox said the fire is. And yeah, the fire is definitely in there. If you're looking at the top right hand screen, we can go back to the map and show you that in a second here. And just there we go, back on the map. Whoa, hang on, I'm trying to move the wrong one again. And that is if we pull it, whoop, pull it this way a little bit. There we go. All right, so the camera angle is coming in on this angle, and we're seeing this area here is what appears to be burning right now. Hopefully that kind of helps you out. At least that's what I'm seeing. I may be a little off with that, but I think that's where we are at. And of course, when we're looking at these screens, the bottom right hand one is our observatory view from way up on the mountain. And what we're seeing, you can on occasion see some stars up in the top, and right now you can actually see where the area is, but we have a lot of cloud up there. So every time it goes gray and dark and stuff like that, it's cloud bands moving through, hiding the volcano or hiding the stars, whichever it might be. But that is definitely what's going on. So just gives you a little bit of an idea what you're looking at there, just so you're not thrown out into left field. Yaki Daki. Yaki Daki. Ajax what? What is it? Torres or Toro's Cole? Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Cease Schumacher. What's with the Ajax? Ajax? Ajax is a product we use to clean the bathroom, no? So anyway, who was first? What's on second? Well, who was first? The cookie, the people who got cookies. They were first. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, let's make that bigger again on the fire scene there. That I want to see what's burning. Yeah, everything seems to be ablaze. Now, one of the things you can really see in this scene, if you're looking up on the top here, you see how much it's distorted, and that's just really because of the amount of heat coming off of that lava field, and it makes filming this thing difficult for any of these guys. And I do have to admit they're doing an absolute wonderful job being able to get the pictures out of there, because that's definitely difficult to film over top of hot lava. Always is. Inevitable filling the holes. Yes, Linda, that's what it's doing. It's filling up those areas that have not yet had lava flow into them, and hopefully, these as long as the lava stays in between the two mountains and does its thing, it's not that big of a deal, because those were potentially lost to begin with when we look at it. And at least those people have already been evacuated, and they already knew that this was coming a long ways ahead of time. And it's still unfortunate that it's happening to their properties, but nothing we can do about it. But at least nobody else is getting hurt or hindered by what's going on there, and it's not spreading out. Ajax soccer. Ajax soccer. All right, I didn't know Ajax had soccer. I know they have a cleaning detergent, but no soccer. Okay, so let's scoot back around. And our volcano's still putting out a lot of material. And we go to the other stream here. We can see the thing is really still doing a lot of off-gassing by the looks of it. That seems to be a lot of gas in there as it is burning. And getting back to that fire, it's doing what it's doing. So we don't see anything weird and wonderful or wacky. I didn't get any updates on our other place for the one that I wanted to include, which is Etna. I did not have anything today, unfortunately. It's kind of the same thing. I did want to go to the worldwide map of volcanoes. It kind of shows you everything that's out there. Again, this is one I need to get my mouse onto. If we get there we go. So of course ours is here, and these are the latest earthquakes that we've had here, and I just wanted to refresh this one just so we're up to date, and we get everything on there. So okay, which way are we going to move that? Well, it's still loading. Alright, it locked me up for a minute, so yeah, it's telling me it's needing to load. Okay, we'll let it load. We'll go back there for right now, and I am sure it will load in due time here. Sometimes they load real easy, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and it wants to actually lock my computer up. So hopefully it won't do the latter. We are down to our last 5 minutes of the stream here, so should be all right. And there it goes. It just updated. Steen says, I noticed the eruption earlier was like violently pulling explosions. Okay, yeah, explosions of gas. Now after a more quiet period, it seems to be more constant beam of lava. And can this difference be explained? Yes, it is a simple drop in pressure is what it is. The area that, what we've seen before, the pressure rates were a lot higher, and even 2 days ago or even yesterday, we were seeing a fairly large amount of ejecta at very rapid pace, which of course was causing lightning and things like that. So when we talk about that lightning, of course, the material being ejected at such high rate that we have that material colliding with each other, whether it's lava, ash, water molecules, tephra, whatever. As that stuff smacks together, it creates static charge, ionizing, and ends up, one area being positive, one is negative. All of a sudden, you get a big spark going across the sky, and in other words, lava or lightning. Sorry, not lava. Lightning. Sky lava. Okay, so pretty cool though, and anyway, I did want to go back to that map since it did load up. Now I just need to remember where the heck I got it. No, it wasn't there. Maybe how about there? Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and get ourselves lined up here. That looks better right about there. Okay, and that is the latest and greatest for around the world, so you can see what's going on, and it shows you a definite ring of fire, and our La Palma being over here, of course, Iceland right there, showing inactive in Iceland, definitely active in La Palma, and we have our Central American ones that are active, Fugo, and the one I can't pronounce, Papa something or other. The Papa Caterpillar thingy. Okay, Sangay and all these other ones are apparently going through. Kilauea, of course, there. And a little bit more quiet, Pavlov up here. And this is Great Sitkins volcano. Those are back into simmer state, whereas we still have some activity in this, what is it, Semisopochnio, or however you pronounce that, on the Aleutian Islands up there in Alaska. So that's still happening up there, and of course we're still seeing the same routines over on the other side. Of course, the circles depict earthquakes, just so you know. And if you go bring up that map, it's under volcanoes and earthquakes. And I think I don't know if I put this one on there yet. I think I need to put another link in there to get that. Ajax, as Colin Taylor says, it's not Ajax, it's Ajax. Okay, all right. Comet, Ajax, Comet. Yes, same thing. Okay, can we get a look at Antarctica, please? Actually, on this map, the only one down here in Antarctica is Erebus, and it shows that it is erupting. Okay, and that was last updated, well, I don't know if that's current update, but it does show it in an eruptive state. Hopefully that's what you were after there, to see Antarctica, and I want to stay away from that place. It's too cold. We need more volcanoes in Antarctica to combat global coldness. Anyway, it's summertime down there, or moving to summertime, so it'll instead of being 90 below at the South Pole, it will increase to a balmy 40 below Celsius rather than 90 below. I thought it was bad news for what? It was Erebus erupted? No, it's been going for a long time. It's been kept on the eruptive list forever, as far as I can tell. Anyhow, I'm going to throw this back over to where we've got all kinds of views. Hang on, let's put it here instead. And on that, I'm looking at, it is 4:01. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 12 minutes, just about 2 hours and 13 minutes. It is time, and we will leave it at that, and say thank you very much to every one of you who has been in here tonight and joined us for the stream. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to our super chatter for tonight, and that's always awesome. And Liz Markman Moyler, I didn't see you in here earlier. Welcome. Let's see, also Lizard Layers 1 also in there, and Jose didn't say hi to you guys, so just figured I'd do that right at the end. And we will also say bye to you. And on that friendly note, you take care, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my moderators. All of you guys are awesome. And thanks for helping out again. Very, very cool. And on that note, I think, yeah, I will do my thing and end the stream. So please make sure you tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Good night, and thank you. I forgot to say oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink.